Welcome back to the Show, the Communication with Thunderdome. Another Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87 Best Weekly Podcast, the show about everything and absolutely nothing at all. Sarah coming right at you 1 day a week. Sin Shotgun is Uncle Nick. Give him a follow on the old Twitter machine at Nickason. Nick, how's it going?
Going good. Thanks for having me.
Tell a friend, spread the word. iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio as well. And, well, why isn't this working? Oh, I know why this isn't working, because I don't have the cables plugged in. It's kind of weird. Nick, what is going on in the hood? What is good?
Not too much. I've been working a lot, been pretty busy. My company is moving to a new location in the next week or so.
So you're doing our job down in Mexico.
Overtime. Nothing wrong with that, though.
Yeah, there.
The show you never watch has finally come to an end.
I'm kind of glad that it ended poorly to Own the Libs.
I didn't really mind the ending, to be honest with you. It was fun.
Here's the thing. Well, we'll get into this, but my name is Nick Asuncion, and I watch a show about dragons, and the blonde chick is super cray. And the dude who wants to bang her is her nephew. I don't watch the show, but I understand through Twitter basically everything that happened, and people are still kind of pissed. I don't know what people expected, though.
That's the thing. I don't think anyone knew what they expected when it was coming to an end. That's why, obviously, the internet is now made to just make people angry, and people have been writing off this final season for the last all 6 episodes just because it's it's a shortened season. Which I don't know if it's truly explained why. I think it's money issues. Just because it's the most popular show ever, yeah, but it's on HBO. I mean, to fund all the actors and actresses on the show, to fund the sets and the production of it. I mean, it has to come to an end. So I think they rushed the plot a little too quickly, and it came to an end, which I was happy with. I think a lot of people I've talked to are content with the ending. It's just that it felt so rushed that it didn't feel like it ended correctly.
Do you think people are mainly mad about the Daenerys 180 heel turn?
I think a lot of people weren't expecting it, and I think it did piss off a lot of people. I think it's actually a brilliant writing. I think it's a nice spin. No one the show shouldn't be predictable, which a lot of the times, if people didn't read the books, the show was very unpredictable.
Oh, there you go. Something that is also predictable is the wonderful service you get from Josh Pelter, Remax Preferred. He is a Game of Thrones fan. Also, we're working on time for Meat of Thrones. Yeah, because there's nothing better than Sunday brunch at Fogo de Chao. And Nick and I are going with Josh Pelto coming up. It's going to be a fun time. You should buy or sell your house with him, Remax Preferred, because he's got over a decade of experience in this market. And if you're looking to get some real estate or unload some real estate here in Minnesota, he's the man with the plan. Always returns phone calls, always in contact throughout the entire process. Give him a call, 763-213-4617, joshpelto.com. Josh Pelto, Remax Preferred. All right, so...
I've never been there.
Fogo?
I've never been to Fogo. We talked about this a long time ago.
Yeah, so the numerous times that I've been to Vegas, the people I've been with are really big Fogo fans, so we went there quite often. Even though it's kind of off strip, it's like a mile or 2 miles away from the strip, but whatever, it's perfectly fine.
Oh, so it's not just a Minnesota thing; it's a chain.
It's a chain, yeah. So the best thing about it is they're really good with the serving of meat, because if anyone's been to Fogo or any sort of Brazilian steakhouse, I feel like they're more popular like 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. Maybe they sort of peaked, but they're still amazing because you get all these cuts of amazing beef and chicken and pork and lamb and sausages and just like whatever. And you have this card, green and red, on each side. Green, and all the, forget what they're called, chicharias? Sure, just made that up. But they come around with these giant spits of meat, and they come around with like big knives, and like, how would you like your meat done? You want it well done? You want it rare? We go rare. Then we cut into the inside of the meat. and it's delicious. It's amazing. And then, if you surrender, like the French, you put that red up, and they stop coming. Sad day.
This may sound the stupidest question ever, but do they have sides like potatoes or vegetables or something?
They have a salad bar, which is amazing in its own right. So if you get that with the meat, you're good to go. I mean, some people just go there and get the salad bar.
I think I've heard that. I've heard that from a few people.
Yeah. So we got a game, Know Your MIAC Schools, and MIAC is in the news this week locally. So if you're not living in the great state of Minnesota, first off, shame on you, but also, you figure it out. So MIAC is the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Conference, and it's all the private cake eater schools here in the great state of Minnesota, and they had a little powwow this week, and they have a problem with St. Thomas, which is a private college right here in
St. Paul.
St. Paul? Yeah. Because right by the St. Paul Blue Door. And the problem with St. Thomas, people were bitching about, is that they win too much. All they do is win, 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 no matter what. And especially with the football, where they were just jacking fools, like 63-9, basically, every single game. And the problem with St. Thomas, well, it's not a problem for them per se, is that they're just really good at recruiting. They get some former D2, former D1 athletes, and they recruit them into St. Thomas. It's a great academic institution, as well as they could sell them on, hey, you're right in the heart of the Twin Cities. It's phenomenal. So they're very good at that. They got great coaches, and they just dominate. They just win. They just do all that. So a bunch of other schools, led by St. Olaf, which, screw them. Yeah. They're like, hey, St. Thomas, you win too much. It's not good. So get out of here. So St. Thomas left the conference right before. It's like if you quit your job before you're right before you're about to be fired. It's one of those spots. So that's where we are.
What's it called? I thought that there's at least a 2-year thing. Like I think there's a 2-year standing, isn't it? Where I think the 2020 and 2021 aren't they like still playing scheduled games or something?
Yeah, because games are on the schedule, so they can't consciously uncouple right away.
I almost think this could actually be a brilliant marketing ploy because, like, oh no, this is the last time we see St. Thomas Johnny games, and maybe tickets will sell out faster for that.
Oh yeah, like locally, the St. Thomas versus St. John's football rivalry has been a very storied tradition, and it's called the Tommy John rivalry. The Tommies versus the Johnnies has not been sponsored by the underwear company yet, but again, what can you do? And they've played their games at Target Field. I think this year they're playing at the new soccer stadium. So it's a great story rivalry. And also, it goes back when St. John's was just a beast under legendary coach John Gagliardi, when they were just winning all the time. Like no one was bitching about St. John's winning. But for some reason, some people have it up their butts that St. Thomas win too much. So, what can you do?
As someone who didn't go to a prestige college, I really wouldn't give two craps about this. But as I said,
Whoa.
I'm a local Twin City guy, so I mean, I know St. Thomas. I've known many people who've gone to St. Thomas. So yeah, I've seen a lot of Facebook and social media outbursts have been thriving, both sides, because I have friends who've went to Augusta, Augsburg. There you go, and it's crazy. Everyone's opinions seem to sway a little bit each way. So I can see good arguments, I can see bad arguments about it. So
they're all bad. So going through their 2018 schedule, they beat Trinity International in the home opener, 76-7. They beat Hamlin. The Pipers 62-0. UW Eau Claire 49-0. They beat Concordia Moorhead 46-7. Augsburg 73-14. St. John's 40-20. Carleton 68-0. Boat raced. St. Olaf 60-0. Gustavus getting into the playoffs now, the D3 playoffs. They beat 14-13. And then they lost in the next round of the playoffs to Bethel 21-15. So they're not infallible. They just kick ass against these other jabroni schools that are in the MIAC. All right. If they played Winona State, a real school, by the way, with a real football program, basically, if they played any school from the NSIC, St. John's would get their ass kicked. Like Winona State would probably beat St. Thomas 62-0 easily, right? But the problem is in this insular bubble of these private schools, and you do see social media from alumni of these other schools that were just like, no. It's like no, whatever. But what happened is a bunch of school administrators and conference administrators got it up their butt, like, hey, they're winning too much. It's not good for the sport. And then they nudged them out. And also what you're seeing now is that the MIAC, the conference people, are unavailable for comment to the journos. So crazy. Odd, right?
I agree.
Also, I see that you use Twitter on day mode. Do you have any retinas left?
What's day mode?
The white background as opposed to the dark background.
Oh. That's fine. I just glance at it.
Nick, you need to go to the dark
How do you know I'm looking at Twitter?
I can see it.
Oh. Yeah.
Nick, you need to come over to the dark side.
I have no idea how to do that. Is that in my options or something?
Yeah, it's in settings.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. But man, it's just so weird that's sort of bad blood cropped up. But yeah, again, what can you do? And also, again,
I was supposed to my eyes dark mode. What is this?
Oh, you get used to it. That's way better. St. Thomas is like we are.
So is there just I don't know too much about conferences of like the football stuff when it comes to colleges. Is there, because it sounds like St. Thomas is too good for MIAC, but not good enough to be in another. Is there no medium freaking ground for this?
Well, not necessarily Minnesota, because there's a bunch of stratas of teams. So you got the Gophers; they're the only Division I school sometimes here in Minnesota, and then you have a bunch of D2 schools like Winona State, UMD Duluth, Mankato State, technically, sure, like Southwest State, Bemidji State, Minnesota Moorhead, etc. So there's a list of the schools. So you got Augsburg, Bethel, Carleton, Concordia, Gustavus, Hamlin, McAllister, which is basically right next to St. Thomas, College St. Benedict, St. Catherine, St. John's, St. Mary's, St. Olaf, St. Thomas. There.
These are considered what, D3 you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's number of students, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also what it came down to is they're like, oh, well, St. Thomas has this great advantage because they can recruit right in the city. It's like, bitch, McAllister is right next to you. They can't use that same pitch. Plus, McAllister football was pretty good. I think they went to the D3 finals a couple of years ago, actually. I'll look that up. But also, if you're Hamlin, I use this on Purple for the Win, but it's like, here's the recruiting pitch for Hamlin. It's like, hey, you like Korean people? Our campus is right next to Koreatown on Snelling. Come on down, babe.
So is St. Thomas. So is St. Catherine's down the road.
Yeah. That's how you can sell. It's like, hey, you want some legit Korean food and also kind of near the soccer stadium? Do it.
I didn't realize, God, 3 of them are in St. Paul. My cousin went to St. Catherine's. I've had friends who've gone to Hamlin.
Yeah. I got my first fake ID from Hamlin.
And it was hilarious because the guy who sold it to you was dating one of my good friends from high school.
Yeah. Also, I only used it 3 times. I think I was a little afraid because, like, how many California people come to Winona State?
I know, but you're so Asian.
Yeah. But, again, what can you do there? So, producer Allie has given us a game of Know Your MIAC School, so we'll get into that in a sec. But also, the Terminator movie? Is that coming up?
Yeah, a trailer I have, surprisingly, before the show, I have not watched yet.
What's the movie called? Dark Fate?
I think so.
There you go. All right, so let's watch this real quick.
I'm a big Terminator fan, so...
Well, how many Terminator movies have there been?
Let's see. Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation, and then that Terminator Genesis, so 5. And and like the fourth and fifth one, I think was kind of you're messing up timelines. So I don't know if there's an original timeline anymore. But like other than Terminator 1, 2, 3, I think with like chronological like continue the storylines. This I think they're trying to reboot Terminator with this one, or they might be forgetting the last three movies because those are obviously if we're going up, if you're a 90s kid, Terminator 2 was probably one of the greatest movies you've ever seen, one of the best action films ever for that time. And just after that, like Terminator 3 got a lot of mixed reviews. It wasn't that good. And then 4 with Christian Bale, who had his little tirade doing that filming of that, which was great. And then they tried remaking a new movie again with Game of Thrones star Amelia Clarke, and that I think got panned by critics too.
Oh,
so yeah, so maybe sixth one will be the charm to reboot the series. I don't know.
St. Thomas has never won a national title.
I didn't know.
I'm sorry, I'm still into that. Yeah, because every time they get there, they get smacked by Mount Union, Mount Union and Wisconsin Whitewater. Speaking of dynasties in the the D3 football round, but yeah. All right, so this is the trailer. For
2 days ago, I had this nice, simple life, and now it's a nightmare.
All right, so what timeline are we on?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Whoa. Some short-haired chick throwing a rebar at Liquid Terminator. He's doing stuff he should not see him before. Oof. Don't recognize any characters right now.
Which one's Sarah Connor?
I'm assuming maybe this one was walking up. Yep. Linda Hamilton reprising her role with some... with a machine gun, with a giant bazooka. Saving 3 people. A couple women.
My name is Sarah Connor.
Come with me if you want to
I've seen
live.
one like you before. Almost human.
Ooh.
I am human.
Oh, I think that's the chick from Halt or Catch Fire.
Because I was her.
Oh.
Now, do you think that the younger chick could be a young Sarah Connor?
Possibly, yeah. That does leave the question. I haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen John Connor, and listeners who are watching, you saw a brief old version of Arnold. And now, so I don't know what that means, because obviously, if you've seen Terminator 2, spoiler alert, he destroys himself. So maybe this is something of, I think 3 killed himself too. I think the 5th one was the only one where he survived.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we're out.
Some planes just went down with them fighting on the plane.
We win by keeping you alive.
I'm going hunting.
I feel like the Terminator movies peaked at Terminator 2.
I think a lot of people agree with that one. I won't lie, that technology, the graphics looked amazing, and I don't know, I'm intrigued by this one. I might put it on the maybe list for sure to at least see it.
Like how many Terminator superfans do you think are out there? Over under 10,000?
Just under 10,000.
Like full on Skynet, bro. Go watch out for Skynet.
I think just under 10,000. I think there's still a good amount of people who are still big Terminator fans, and Yeah, we'll talk about it on the news about why people still care.
All right, so we have a game. Let's launch the pyramid music. Yeah. Feels good. So this is a Know Your MIAC school, and producer Ellie assembled this. So this is, I don't know how this is going to go. So we have all of the MIAC schools listed on there as potential answers, and we have the year, enrollment, school colors, arena for basketball, as well as their football stadium.
Oh my God!
So here we go.
We just saw this list on Wikipedia,
Yeah.
but I don't remember a damn.
Yeah, I intentionally went through the list so that we would have some sort of footing. But
Okay.
All right, we'll try and figure it out, and we'll keep scoring home, and it'll be a good time. So first up, you're founded 1869. Holy crap!
Wow.
Enrollment 4,000. School colors maroon and gray. Arena C. Melby Hall. Is that like yes Melby Hall? Stadium Edor Nelson. Is there anyone normal named at this school? hey bro, I'm gonna go from C. I'll meet you over at Edor, man. God.
All right. I'll type something down. Give me 1 second.
This seems, but they have a football team. Okay. I'm going to guess.
I guess. Okay.
Saint Scholastica.
I said St. Olaf.
Is that St. Olaf? Augsburg.
Oh my God! My bosses all went to Augsburg. They're gonna kill me.
This game's going to be bad. Ryan Hoag, pride of Oxford University, by the way. All right, 1947, year founded. So that's relatively new. Enrollment 6,000. School colors blue and gold. Arena Robertson Center and Stadium Royal Stadium, which is a little pretentious, but you know. All right, so 1947. It's pretty recent. I think it's the most recent of all these schools. 6,000 people going there.
Crap, I was trying to remember the years.
I
was holding down.
I'm going to guess Bethel.
I said Carlton.
I said Bethel. He said Carlton is Bethel. Yeah. I think that might be the winner.
You might have won it there.
Next up, 1866, 1750 enrollment. School colors are maize and blue. Arena Memorial Auditorium and stadium is Laird Stadium. Nick, you think this would be more fair if we had the list of schools up?
A little bit, but I don't mind it.
We'll be on equal footing there, so let's do that.
Because I like researching this thing.
Yeah.
I've seen all the,
Okay.
and that all might actually be cheating because I do some of the answers right there.
Oh, nah. Crap.
Let's just go with it. Let's just keep going. Let's just go. I don't care.
All right. Maize is blue, Laird Stadium. So maize is yellow, right? Maize is blue. I'll say Carlton.
What's the one by Duluth?
I don't know. I don't think there's one near Duluth.
I thought St. Scholastica, isn't that MIAC?
Yeah, I think that's near St. Cloud.
I'm going to go St. Olaf again.
Right,
at some point, it's going to
I said Carlton. He says St. Olaf. Answer. Concordia.
Damn it. Okay.
Founded in 1800 and something. Enrollment 95,000, which is including 80,000 nurses, and is in Winona. What's the school? Oh, yeah.
Same way.
Yeah. No. 1862. The enrollment is 2,500. School colors black and gold. Arena Gus Young Court, and the stadium is Hollingsworth Field. Hollingsworth. Okay. 62. Hollingsworth. Okay, I have a guess.
Okay. I'll put it down.
All right, I'm gonna guess St. Olaf.
I said McAllister.
McAllister.
Oh, no.
Nick,
oh,
Nick,
my God.
one of them says McAllister Stadium on it.
Oh, God damn it. All right,
You can change it.
All right, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go St. Olaf then.
All right. Black and gold, show me. Gustavus. Damn it. I thought I had that one. Oh, no. This game stinks. Not through producer Allie's work, but, 1854, school was founded. 5,100 enrollees. School colors, red and gray. Hutton Arena and Class Field. Class Field, red and gray. I'm going to say St. Scholastica.
I'm gonna say Carlton.
Nick says Carlton. I say St. Scholastica. Show me someone. Hamlin.
Damn.
See, I assume Hamlin school colors are like pink and light brown sort of pink
I was
because of pigs and ham.
Damn.
Yeah. Next one, we have 7 to go. 1874, the school is founded. Enrollment is 1980s. All these schools are founded in the 1800s, except for a couple of them. Do you think that they had student loans back in the day?
They did not.
We will trap you. You can get your degree in calligraphy. It'll pay, trust me, because it's the 1800s. Enrollment just under $2,000. School colors blue and orange. Arena. Oh, this is McAllister.
Oh yeah, I'll go with McAllister.
All right, McAllister. There we go.
Yay.
That was a free spot. All right, so Nick's on the board. He's got 1. I got 2. We're playing Know Your MIAC schools. We're not doing well. Next up, 1887 to 1913. Enrollment just over 2,000. School colors red and white. Arena, Claire Lynch Hall, and stadium, no stadium. So no football team.
No football team?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Can't imagine what it was like.
So are there girls' schools included in this?
Possibly. Gonna go with a strong possibly.
Okay, I all right, I have one.
All right, I'm gonna guess St. Mary's.
I was like say St. Kate's.
I say St. Mary's. He says St. Kate's. Show me St. College of St. Benedict.
I don't even know that one. Where's St. Benedict?
I don't know. There you go. All right.
right,
Still
keep
2 to
going.
1. We got 5 to go. This is actually kind of fun how bad we are. Year founded 1905. Enrollment 5,200. School colors purple and gold. Arena Butler Center. And no stadium yet again for football. All right. So, man, you got the most enrollment here, and you have no football. Okay. 1905.
All right, I have one.
I'm just going to say St. Scholastica until it's one of them.
I'm gonna go with St. Mary's. I'm thinking purple, maybe like Winona.
All right. He says St. Mary's. I say St. Scholastica. It is. St. Catherine's.
No, I just said. Damn it.
Well, I guess that would make sense because that's the all-girls school, right?
Yeah. That's why.
Man, 5,200. That's crazy. 4 to go. Still 2 to 1.
My cousin did not hook me up there.
1857. Well, did she get you like a proud St. Catherine's cousin? That's probably code. Founded in 1857.
Oh my God, it's before.
Before the Civil War, it's like, hey, I just signed up for college. Hey, we gotta go fight. Crap. 1886 enrollment. School colors cardinal and blue. Sexton Arena and Clemens Stadium.
Sorry, what color is cardinal? I'm thinking red.
Red. Yeah. Okay.
So old as fuck. Can I ask if is it cheating if I asked? I want to see the schools they listed before.
No, it's fine. Catherine, Benedict, McAllister, Hamlin, Gustavus, Concordia, Bethel, Augsburg. All right.
Okay. I have a guess.
I'm going to guess St. Scholastica again until it's right.
I'm
Damn
saying
it.
St. John's.
All right, he says St. John's. St. John's.
Yes.
No. All right, so Nick has tied it up 2 to 2. We got 3 to go. School founded in 1912. Enrollment 1,350. School colors red and white. The arena is Fieldhouse, which, charming. And no stadium, so no football. Small school.
All right. I have something. I have a guess.
I'm going to guess that this one's St. Mary's.
I said St. I was going to say St. Mary's. Too.
Both said St. Mary's. Both are. Correct. Hey. You know, my entire time at Winona State, I only met like 4 people who went to St. Mary's.
I told that exact same story too, where I have, where I think I only been to St. Mary's once, and I don't know if I met like all the times we went to the bar. I don't know if I ever met like someone like, hey, hey, what school do you go to? And it's like it's always Winona. I don't know any St. Mary's.
Yeah,
people.
like, what bars do the St. Mary's kids go to? Or are they too goody-goody being out there in the far-flung reaches? Or did they go to the ground round?
I think they all went to the ground. They all were like north of 61. With
the only person that I know who went to St. Mary's is Joe's wife.
Oh, really?
That's it.
I didn't know that.
That's it. Yeah, and of course, listeners are very dialed into our inside jokes. Of course, they know Joe. All right, so 2 to go. Tied 3-3. Founded 1874. Enrollment 2,900. School colors black and gold. Arena Skoglund Center. And stadium is Manitou Field. Okay. Is this St. Scholastica? That's what I know. Probably not. I feel like they're blue. Probably wrong. But I got to guess.
I'll go with St. Scholastica.
All right. He says St. Scholastica. I say St. Olaf. We are. There, St. Olaf.
Okay.
Bringing them down to Annabelle. All right. Mercifully, this game is almost over. 1 to go in Know Your MIAC schools. Nick and I are failing. I have 4. He has 3. Last one, 1885. Enrollment 6,300. Colors purple and gray. Arena Schoenecker Arena. And Stadium O'Shaughnessy Stadium. So I wonder if the Irish have a big influence on the school now. Okay. Oh, duh.
I can only think of one.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna say St. Thomas.
I said St. Thomas.
All right. So both say St. Thomas. Both are correct. Yay! Final score of 5-4. I've owned Nick in Know Your MIAC schools.
You did. You
knew
owned...
like the back of my hand. Let's bring up that Wikipedia page again. Wiki MIAC. Just to go through, because I think she just took it straight from the Wikipedia page.
I kind of thought so, but I kind of don't, because I think the enrollment stuff numbers are a little different.
Yeah. All right, so we did Bethel, right? Did we go through all of them? Oh, we didn't do St. Benedict. The Blazers.
I thought we did.
Oh, did we?
I thought there was the same.
Oh, that's fair. And also, all these nicknames of these schools bothered me. So Concordia the Cobbers, which it's a cob of corn, because there's a player on the Vikings, Brandon Zylstra, who went there, so he's a cobber. So I think it should be cobbler, because cobbler is basically pie, and pie is delightful.
See Catherine.
Gustavus Adolphus, the Gusties. Get out of here. Reminds me of Guster. Do you remember them? Mm-hmm. Well, every kid who went to college in the early aughts knows Guster. They're kind of meh. I wonder if they're still together. Probably not. Next up is the Johnnies, the Tommies, the Wildcats,
the Cardinals,
the St. Olaf Olies. Please. Anyways, Nick, get the news ready, and I'll tell the folks about the wonderful Strother Communications Group. That's right, because digital marketing in 2019 is the place to go. And if you want to get straight up and ready to go, Strother Communications Group, as well as slick, awesome turbocharged websites that won't let you down. That's right. Get your marketing needs done at Strother Communications Group. Find out more. Go to scgpr.com. Strother Communications Group. That is right. All right. Let's do the news.
What does convergent mean?
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I ain't got time to believe. You can't handle the truth.
The news with Uncle Nick.
All right, Nick, let's go on the news.
The news with...
All right, if anyone's big Jeopardy fans here, which I know we all are, like most of us have full-time jobs where you can't actually don't have time to watch Jeopardy at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Big headlines with Jeopardy is that there's this guy who's been winning for the last few months, a Las Vegas professional sports bettor, who I thought was going to be named Andy. His name's actually, James Holzhauser.
Hold on. This is not Guster. This is a much better band.
I remember the song.
Nick Assumption lost his bankroll because he started playing the nickel slots, and before he knew it, he was in the whole 50 grand. nickel at a time. So take that by 20, and then you put 1 million nickels in a slot machine. You got nothing back. Like that math, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. Sorry, Jeopardy.
All right, so James Holzhauser is now currently, as of this recording Thursday here, is just a couple thousand shy of $2 million.
Seems like a lot on Jeopardy.
Which is a lot of money on Jeopardy. It's a crazy amount. It's numbers I don't think seen since the one Jeopardy guy, the Ken Jennings guy.
Now, he just gets to keep on going, right?
Yes, yep.
There's no caps?
Yep, nope, there's no caps at all. So I think they used to cap it, but now they just keep on going.
Nah, because it's a way better story. Like, when is the last time you talked about Jeopardy?
1932, by a narrow margin, this state's legislature rejected considering abolition. A split was completed in 1863. 30 seconds. Good luck.
Virginia.
I was going to say Oklahoma?
There's only two playing.
Oh, that was creepy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Bro, we don't need the commentary.
I'll say Missouri.
Because James could not be caught.
Those Canadian schools are doing their job.
Yeah. And your response? American schools are doing their job too. You came up with the correct response. And your wager. 28,570.
See, I love when they do the dick move. Where it's like, hey, I will wager everything except for $1 more than you can possibly double up.
Bumping you up to 71,885, giving you now a total of 1,000,000.
Yay. Wow, that's so creepy. Anyways, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so that was Okay, so that was 2 days ago's game, I guess. Or yeah, because we're going on the 23rd, and the article I just pulled up, I think, spoiler it, he won Thursdays. So he's very close to $2 million. From what I'm told, he's because obviously I haven't watched a single episode because I have a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
He's just very knowledgeable with his like just random nerd stuff. He's strategically betting full on daily doubles and
and it's all about the clicker, isn't it?
It's all about the clicker. Like, he knows how to time it so he can like always get in first.
Which I feel like other people should work on.
Yeah, I know. I completely agree. So, I said, I mean, this was fun. I mean, we have talked about Jeopardy recently because Alex Trebek was just diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So,
and he's gonna beat it because he's freaking Trebek.
He is Trebek. He's gonna live forever.
That's right. All right. How long do you think this guy will go?
I see him.
Or do you think he'll just get bored and quit?
I don't think he'll get bored and quit. I mean, you'll find other. I mean, there are other nerds out there who I mean, as I said, the article I pulled was he was in the lead by only $5,400. So I mean, obviously, relatively not too far off from the. So there are going to be people out there who's going to knock him off. Ken Jennings didn't last forever. Then again, no one remembers who was the guy who knocked off Ken Jennings. So he can have a bad streak. They can run out of clues.
Or they can just talk about sports. Actually, he would probably know because he's a sports betting guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, most of this
Or this is Ken Jennings losing.
56.01. He winds up in second place with 87.99, and Nancy Zerg. Congratulations,
Zerg.
a giant killer, our new Jeopardy champion,
with $14,000. That's
take a look at the audience.
That's like
The audience is paying tribute to not only Nancy, but
75th game.
as well. All good things
so
have
he.
to come to an
So
end.
what's the name?
Well,
He's gonna
but he's going home with a lot of money. $2.5 million.
$2.5 million
Congratulations, young man.
in 75 days. So the sport bettor is at like what almost day 27 or something on Friday. If you listen to this on Friday, he can hit the $2 million mark. So not too bad.
I'm gonna look up longest Jeopardy streaks.
It has to be Ken.
Yeah, he's got to be first, right? So dumb. Anyways, what's the next one?
Next news story?
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a really interesting story came up, and if you're on social media, you can find Twitter video of this. That's how I found it. Arnold Schwarzenegger was in South Africa touring for some type of maybe getting people healthier, the Arnold Classic Africa thing. While getting like interviews or getting pictures with a fan, someone out of nowhere came and drop kicked him in the back, like full body drop kicked him. Arnold was fine. He's doing it right. A bunch of security went and tackled him right after.
Yeah. There it is. I was getting messed up by the plainclothes dude. Like we got more angles here. Oh, here we go. Wow. So you see this dude. He's like a young 20s, normal-sized dude, and he gets a running start at Arnold, and he throws all of his weight behind it. And Arnold is 71 years old, and he takes one step forward, and he isn't even knocked over by this kid. It's hilarious. I mean, obviously, you don't want people drop kicking old men, but the fact that he tried to do this to Arnold, I just love it.
I haven't looked too much into the story, even though that's like I think the story enough is fine, and maybe we shouldn't look into it because I'll give this guy who drop kicked him, more publicity than the guy deserves or needs. Because Arnold, right away, doesn't want people seeing this video. He doesn't want to give this guy, his 15 minutes of fame. But I mean, I don't know why he did this. It doesn't like why drop kick Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's just the most random thing to just do.
Yeah, and if you're picking the old dudes to kick, I think Schwarzenegger would be lower on my list. It'd be Schwarzenegger 1 of the guy I don't want to kick. Stallone probably 2. Then that's it. Everyone else over 70 is fair game.
Are you gonna kick? Someone like Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, because Clint Eastwood right now is super wispy. He would go down.
Yeah, he probably would.
Make my day. Or the British actress, older gal, bikini pictures.
Helen Mirren?
Yeah. Could definitely knock her down. You could definitely drop kick Helen Mirren.
We on the show do not recommend that you find Helen Mirren and drop kick.
You can drop kick any 70-year-old except for Arnold and Stallone. Although, is Stallone 70? I think he might be.
He might be. I think.
How old Stallone be? 72.
How old is Jet Li? He's either 30 or he could be 70 as well.
I'm going to guess Jet Li is
we should have a game
62.
show about this.
I'm going to say 62. What do you say?
I kind of want to say he might be 70.
56.
Is he really? Wow.
Yeah. Singaporean and Chinese.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. All right, what's the last one?
All right, the last news story is for those who are in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or sorry, not Marvel, the DC Universe. There's a new Batman, and it's not Ben Affleck. It is Robert Pattison, and holy crap, if you think people complain about the Game of Thrones thing was a big deal, people blew their mind when the Twilight star got picked to be the new Batman. Because there was going to be a new Batman movie entitled The Batman. Matt Reeves directing it, coming out in 2021. So, Robert Pattison, those who don't know, he was in this little group of movies called the Twilight movies. And, yeah, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I think still, I'm sure a lot of people who aren't Marvel fans who maybe care a lot about the DC universe and, the movies that came out with there, a la Justice League, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, might be kind of shocked that they're replacing Ben Affleck with Robert Pattison. So it doesn't bother me too much. I'll definitely, I think he has a lot to prove to be a good Batman.
I'm a little bummed that Affleck stepped away because I didn't think he was terrible Batman, but also he was going to direct this next Batman, and Affleck's a really good director because he directed The Town, directed Argo, and whatnot. But of course, he's like a drop dead drunk, and he's got to get stuff together. But also, with Pattinson, I know that everyone's holding Twilight against him, but I mean, in the other stuff that he's been in, it's been pretty decent. Like he was in Water for Elephants. He was in that one movie where he was Pierce Brosnan's kid and was killed in the Twin Towers on 9/11. Remember that movie?
I do not.
Oh, Remember Me. There you go. Yeah, we got to watch this because it's super grim. But did you see the Twilight movies?
I have not.
Oh,
I've seen clips and stuff. I know all the people in it and stuff. It's what I would say is cheesy.
Yep. All right, so let's see the scenes.
So what happened here?
All right, so Robert Pattinson, he's in love with this one chick, and he goes to see his dad, I believe, who is Pierce Brosnan, and he wants to say, "Dad, I forgive you." And now, panning shot away from the building, and it turns out it's Twin Towers. Not ideal.
Why? What happened on the Twin Towers on September 11th, 2001? Oh, don't tell me he's foreshadowing, he's seeing it.
Because I remember at the time, so this movie came out in 2010, that was a super, grim, dark twist at the end of the movie because it was just a sort of the run-of-the-mill guy loves girl, girl loves guy isn't good enough for girl according to girl's dad, and guy has daddy issues, that sort of deal. But then, this full-on 9/11 twist at the end, I don't know, man. It's so rough.
So they don't actually show any...
No.
Okay.
No. Probably it's for the best. And that is the old news from the Nickerson.
The entire Channel 4 News team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go yourself, San Diego.
Nick, do anything awesome for Memorial Day?
I hope to make it home to grill out and some point over the weekend, but I'll be dog sitting out of town, so...
What are you going to make?
I got some New York strips.
Hey, paisan. Do that up. And also, if you want to help out the show, subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio as well. And if you enjoy us, tell a friend, spread the word, add to the Jerome Homie Army. Big thanks to producer Ali for that impossible game that we could not beat at all. But for Nick, I'm Andy saying Annyeong, sayonara, and bye-bye. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening to Bowl with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Download the show on iTunes. Everyone's middle name is Jerome.